Hey guys, what's up? Thank you for joining us this Friday for another episode of WandaVision.
I'm having a great day. You having a great day?
Amazing.
He's not having a great day. He just got back from the dentist. He can't talk
I'm
very
a
well.
little numbed up from the dentist, so I'm gonna have the boys do the heavy lifting on this one.
What's
But
that?
yeah, God damn you!
All right, before we get started, though,
Yeah.
we have a quick word from our sponsors.
Guys, we've been talking to you about Surfshark VPN. It's the VPN we use. If you get a VPN, consider Surfshark. But what if you want to go one level above? They do have a new service called Surfshark Alert. Now, what does Alert do? Alex?
Well, it lets you protect all of your data, your email address, your payment information, your socials, and not just your data, all of your friends and family's data. All can be used on that one plan. It's $1 more. It's about $3 a month. It includes the VPN service, and it's a great way to make sure that if all of these data breaches happening, you know, CD Projekt Red gets breached, Capcom gets breached, you can find out if your personal information is being sold or just listed on the internet.
Yeah, you could check your whether your passwords have been leaked, whether your email has been leaked, whether your social security number, even your credit card numbers. See if your credit card numbers are out there on the web. So that is really awesome. It's only $1 more. So and you still got that same great 30-day money-back guarantee. But think of it like you're like your family's counter hacker, right? And you can check everybody's personal information and
protected.
make sure that it's not already been leaked and it's not out there. And if it is, you can take action on that and figure out what to do. So if you want to go one step beyond, this new service is great. We have our own URL with it. It's AngryJoe Alert. If you want to use the Surfshark Alert service, click these links down below. It's cool, it's great, and it's going to protect you, all right? So thank you so much to Surfshark for partnering up with the Angry Joe Show, and check it out.
Again, thanks so much for Surfshark. Check out Surfshark Alert if you're worried about your data being kept private, or check out Surfshark VPN if you just need a VPN.
Only $3 a month.
Or $2 a month, just about there. All right, let's get started. This episode is really important, right? Second to last episode in the series. Lots and lots and lots of stuff happened.
Lots of flashbacks.
Previously on.
Yeah. You play the previous
That's
song?
previously on, and mainly a flashback episode.
Yeah, great. Satisfying stuff. We get a lot of looks back into Wanda as a character all throughout her life, kind of get where this whole sitcom thing comes from. This is really just Agatha trying to figure out
How she became so
where this
powerful.
power came from, right? So Agatha, the character, I think they're changing it up a little bit. She's not 10,000 years old like in some of the comics. This one, she looks like she's from right around Salem.
Salem,
You say-
1693.
Yeah, so they're changing things,
Still
or they're
looking
using a
pretty
different.
good.
Yeah, it's still looking pretty good for that age. And so it's just like, look, she's one of the most powerful witches on the planet. Like, I can't do this. How are you doing this? We get a great scene where it's like, look, I can make a fly do what I want. I can turn a fly into a bird, but you're doing it to an entire town. You're talking about complex magic. All these people
It's
talk
on
to each other.
autopilot. Like, how are you doing
Yeah,
this?
tell
Let's
me
get-
how.
Yeah, so she's jealous of her power. She trying to get a real deep dive, trying to find out.
Deep dive.
Yeah, amazing. Trying to get a feel of what is she doing that I'm not doing.
Yeah.
So
How can
I
you
just
do
want
this?
to say the witch powers are cool as fuck.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
when we, she's being burned at the stake. She's being witched at the stake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got the blue or whatever coming into her,
Witch bolts.
and then she turns it into purple and starts sucking them.
What is it about Disney franchises when you are using some sort
Purple,
of beam
green.
attack and you all of a sudden it's being used against you? You don't just go, oh, no, stop, and you stop the witch attack. It's like, I definitely got unlimited power thing where it's just like, oh, you're using it against me. It's like, all right, stop the lightning. No, I can't. So,
No. It just reminds me of
it's treason. Yeah.
So same thing happens to the witches, the good witches.
Yeah.
That happens to this.
And so we see that Agatha's mother tried to put her down, and when she's doing her witch bolt, you see this kind of like witchy crown thing going up.
Cool crown.
which-
She's the queen.
Yeah, and so I'd actually recently been watching the comics explained videos on like some of these characters. He put them out years ago, like at least a year ago. And there's like this fictional character. It's like the god of witches or something like that. And so we see a couple different crowns this episode, and I'm wondering how they're what direction they're going
nice
because
little nod. That's cool.
as of right now, it doesn't look like we're getting our boy M Mephisto, but
No,
but we
I was
China.
really hoping for it.
yeah, I really want that.
It's
to
not.
happen.
It's not. It is.
It'd be too
full
late.
on. Just straight up Agatha. That's what it is.
Next
So
season.
she
Next
sucks
season.
the power of her mother, and so she's like basically the sole queen of that coven.
The Grand High Witch. Remember when that movie was good and before they ruined it with the new Disney one? Hey, don't watch that.
But
Disney.
she's got her trapped, you know, and Wanda doesn't know the magic basics.
She doesn't know anything. Yeah,
Not
because
no
she's like,
shit.
well, because she assumes that she's an actual, like a witch, not a, a manifestation of this, Big Bang power thing from a stone is really
What it is it's chaos magic,
Yeah.
which is the most powerful of the magics.
And
That's
so
where she gets her name.
we do get some insight that Wanda was actually a witch as a child, and that the stone itself is actually just amplifying the power. I mean, it's not like she's doing crazy things as a kid, but there was some like little bit of a power in there, and that's something that we hadn't really touched on. I mean, the only thing that we heard about her in the past is he's fast and she's
There's a witch.
she's weird. No, not a witch. She's weird. And so we do get some explanation that in the MCU, Wanda was always kind of a witch, and so that was kind of cool.
So as a prisoner, she forces her to open doors in her mind. Tell us the different things that she goes through.
Yeah, it was. I thought this was actually really cool. It was so
Yes.
much better than remember Picard, that whole Romulan thing that was like the worst
I
thing
try
ever.
to forget about Picard.
Yeah.
Please don't bring that up.
And so I was just like, oh, this one is so good. And then it reminded me of, it's like, oh, I wish this other one had done it better. But so we go to the scene where she's a little girl, and we know that her parents died.
it
That's
opens up everything, the briefcase, and you see Lucy, I Love Lucy,
Dick
all
Van
these
Dyke,
TV
yeah, all those
shows.
other ones
It's
are in
like,
there.
okay, well, it's coming low. We're on circle.
yeah, it's an emotional crutch for her because
Yeah.
she was really, really attached to those things. The bomb comes. They sit there for 2 days, and then they go from there into Hydra Base, where she actually gets the, is interacting with the stone, and she sees. She sees this. No one else sees it. She sees a figure come down, and this is really important. It looks a lot like the her traditional
Scarlet
outfit,
Witch.
the Scarlet Witch outfit, and it kind of looks like her facial features. Seen a lot of things on the internet, people trying to lower the brightness, and it's like that is clearly made up to look exactly like her. So,
Figurative, basically a visual representation of her powers being amplified to the point where at that point she becomes the Scarlet Witch, and in the future will grow into the Scarlet Witch. And then we get her and Vision at HQ.
and it was super touching. Like, it was
Yeah.
incredibly emotional. This was a very, very touching scene. I really, really enjoyed. I mean, I enjoyed the entire episode, start to finish. But this
Paul
one was
Bettany is such a good actor.
yeah, and this was definitely like the emotional focal point where we go from here, where they're starting to talk about grief, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
Gillian?
Yeah. This one really got to me. I was like, man, like they had their whole life planned out, and you see all this stuff that could have happened, and then we see some mischievous stuff being done by Hayward. I was like, wait, that didn't happen. But yeah, we're already talking about spoilers, right?
Yeah, we're always in spoilers.
Okay, so we're all in spoilers. So she went to go visit Vision's body. She sees this and takes off. Like, wait, that's not the way it happened. Hayward showed us in the video. She's like destroying things and took the body. It's like, wait a minute.
What is actually
Fuck
happening?
you, Hayward.
Because she materializes him out of nothing, and then Hayward has a version of him himself that we see at the end. And it turns out that Hayward is a cartoon villain.
Yes.
And it's all about, he's the suit who wants to turn everything into a weapon, and
Calls him a weapon. He's like, he's a weapon.
Well, we get the White Vision, and we've seen the White Vision in the comics, some video games too. One of the video games we used
I
to
like
play.
that one, yeah.
But he's a bad guy. And traditionally, he's Vision without his personality,
yeah.
just separate. So I anticipate, obviously,
Vision on Vision.
Vision on Vision battle.
I would absolutely
Double
love
vision.
if they dub it with James Spader, who comes back to give him like the Ultron voice. Because remember, without like the whole Mind Stone, which isn't there, it's kind of Jarvis Ultron-ish,
Yeah.
and I know that won't happen. But I would love it because
Wishful thinking again.
I love the voice acting for Ultron, even though that movie was less.
So
good
where
than
did
the
her powers ultimately come from?
It's
Agnes
the power
wants
of
to see
love.
it. Yeah, she wanted Vision back so much. She couldn't feel him. She just leaves the body, gets
Yeah.
in her little car, and then expect Wanda to use a car, but she little crappy car, little Scarlet
Oh,
Car.
she's gonna fly off.
But no, then she finds a note on the seat. Where this note comes from, no idea. But maybe we'll see who put it there later. But it was
It's made-
Vision's last letter to her. It's like, here's where we were gonna live.
Growing old together.
And
It's
she
gotta be
has a
Hayward.
mental breakdown right there, right where the house is supposed to be, and basically that's where she creates the bubble hex.
Yep,
It's
she
got to
gets
be
the hex
Hayward.
and Vision.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, cartoon bad guy has.
Well,
to be
you
him.
think cartoon
Yeah.
bad guy went even one step further in order to what? What was his ultimate goal?
He wanted to
Take
lure her
her
there.
out?
He wanted to. No, he wants her to charge up Vision. My theory is his original goal was to bring her there so that she would do the zappy thing. He even gave her some clues when he's saying you could bring him back, because he was really hoping that they tried everything.
Get a
and they
weapon.
and they
Yeah.
wanted her to bring him back online so they could weaponize him. And then he eventually kind of gets what he wants in the end. And I think they'll just probably do that whole cartoon bad guy thing where his original plan didn't work, so he's like, let's do something really scummy.
Yeah, I think you're on to something. All right. Final verdicts.
I'm gonna give this a 9. The acting was so good on it. Made me feel some emotional heartstrings being tugged. It was just so good. Like seeing everything played out, the family, like the whole, like she was alone the entire time, and just the way it's going. I'm really.
Are you disappointed by any of the fact that
My
not a lot of our
manifesto right
fan
now,
theories
yes,
have
I'm
come true?
I'm kind of disappointed on that, but maybe again
it's good
wishful
enough.
thinking. Maybe next season they're gonna bring him along.
No, there's no seasons, Joe. This is a
Oh,
limited
this is
series.
one-time
So
things.
it's one-time thing. Damn.
Instead of movies, we're getting episodes.
Damn. A little disappointed on that one, yes. But
But still good enough to be.
still looking forward to that Vision on Vision fight.
I'm gonna give this a 10. I can't think of anything that would lower my score at all.
seconds.
Like I loved everything about it. I think that it was a really cool dive into a character that I'm fascinated by. We get to see the past. We get to see how they've done a really good job kind of tying everything together. Even as kind of weird as the concept is, it is satisfying enough that it makes sense. It feels cohesive. And I liked it all the way through. I mean, there is disappointment that my personal theories aren't coming true, but that's like me setting my expectation wrong, and I would never fault them for that. That's like, it's like I want the devil to be, and it's like, well, that's dumb. It's like, yeah, I know it's dumb, but I still want it, so I can't take it away from them. It would be sweet, but that's my fault for setting those expectations. So I think that they're doing a wonderful job. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I would go 10 out of 10, but I just had that small little disappointment in the Pietro, right? So you get this fake Pietro, Pietro,
yes.
right? It's looking more and more likely that this was just a fake out. You know, the whole, I'm talking about the meta stuff, like, maybe it still is. We got multiverse coming in Doctor Strange, but I was hoping for a little more than that. Why does he look like the Fox version? All this other stuff. But it's really just Agnes who was controlling him or created him. But there's definitely more Pietro stuff coming because we saw him at the end with Monica. So only one episode left. I wish maybe it was a little longer because it's like, fuck. I mean, you got to wrap everything up in a single episode. And so, 9 out of 10. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Much better than the previous episode. I thought it was going to be like a two-parter kind of thing. This one went back, just like it said, previously on. So no, 2010 sitcoms, nothing like that. We're full on done with it, and we are now on the path for the confrontation because right at the end, she's got her fucking kids on goddamn leashes. You don't fucking do that.
Not the
like
kids.
Wanda,
Not the kids.
you dumb bitch. You saw what Wanda did when she was emotionally hurt from losing a loved one. Now you're fucking with her kids. You're about to get your ass beat. So we'll see. I think she'll probably take out Agatha pretty easily once she gets her comes to. But it's just the double vision that's going to be the problem, and that'll be the central.
I hope we get a Vision on Vision fight, and then an Agatha, and the fights
Let's
are going
talk
on.
about it. What do you want to see?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because
Vision on Vision, obviously.
I wanted season 2, not going to happen. But this next one has to be like an hour long because you got Vision on Vision, you got Agnes, and you got Wanda and Monica. She's got to factor in somehow.
Who? Hayward,
she's
right?
Got, Hayward is something, but
Monica
she's got to
versus
factor
Hayward.
in. So it's got to be. It's next episode's gonna be jam.
I can't wait. Hopefully, we're gonna be at a 10 out of 10
Yeah.
instead of like a 7 out of 7 or 7 out of 10. We'll see.
It's gonna be an all-out brawl.
All right. Well, thank y'all guys so much for watching. We want to thank Surfshark Alerts for partnering up with us. We use them. They're a great VPN. If you want to use the VPN and just pay $1 more and get all these other really cool things like checking your personal information, make sure it's safe, definitely take a look at that. Click those links below. It helps our show out. Know that you guys are engaging with that. And I'll be all good to go tomorrow, but the timing on this was bad. But yeah, fantastic, man. What a great series so far. Just one more.
No,
gotta stick this landing. We done all them somersaults in the air, right?
Like, whoa, you wowed us. Now.
Let's do it. All right, bye everybody.
Bye guys.